See, I love what I do and it shows. Been on my grind, created multiple cash flows. God told me let your gift create the life that I want. Been blessed ever since and I ain't even trying to flaunt. It's a lifestyle for me.
Hey y'all, I'm back with a part 2 on my journey creating my business, Lyfestyle Apparel, with 100K Incubator at the Work Bank Play Workshop. On the last day of an intense workshop, now when I say intense, I mean Ariel and the lovely Indira Michelle was giving so many gems. It really made me realize how much work goes into building and running a successful business. We learned about tripwires and different type of marketing campaigns, how to create one, how much money to put behind your ad campaigns, analyzing your ad campaign to see which one is getting more conversions, like which ad campaign is bringing people to your website, tracking your leads. If you set up a webinar and you want to see how many people sign up on your registration links, and so much more. They provided so many resources to help us create landing pages, and it really took us behind the scenes on what it really takes and a variety of ways to attract our target audience and keep them coming. Social media plays a huge part in marketing, which I didn't really understand until they broke it down to us. Testing out ad campaigns and learning how they work. When we dived into learning about ad campaigns, there are a lot of important factors that come into play when you want to see your business grow. The end goal of this lesson was to learn the back end of everything and later hire people that have the same knowledge and or more to handle the back end, so you have less on your plate to handle and still know what's going on in your business. Trying to start a business, you need them coins, okay? And those vendors, the manufacturers, suppliers need their money now, not later. So Ariel taught us how to get funding for our business in many ways, such as business credit cards, personal loans, home equity loans, or line of credit, crowdfunding, and so much more. And to each his own when choosing their way to get funding. Now, with all of these ways to get coins for our business, we also learned tools that we need to grow and scale our businesses. We learned about how to serve our target audience with what they need and not just what we want to sell because we want to sell something to get rich. Connecting and engaging with our target audience with content they can relate to is one of the biggest keys to success. We learned about how to create our own website with different platforms we can use that is user-friendly. One of the biggest takeaways for me was the copywriting and how to connect with my target audience. It really showed me what dedication and time can bring, and many people shared their stories on how the 100K Incubator has helped their business. And to this day, I still look back at my journals of the notes I took and apply them to my business. Whenever I feel stuck, I go back and watch videos and look at my notes and take things one at a time, because I know that becoming a multi-million-dollar business is not going to take overnight. And I want to build a strong foundation for my business so that way in the future I can leave it for my family. And when it comes to marketing, I'm definitely taking a refreshing course on it because I want to be like Fashion Over Marketing, because baby, they be motherfucking on it, okay? We learned about so many ways to advertise our business, from Facebook to YouTube to LinkedIn and so much more. These last 2 days had a lot of impact on us, and editing this vlog and rewatching it, it really made me miss the vibe. It was definitely an experience I needed to give me the confidence, and hopefully one day they do another event, because I will definitely be in the building.
On this was ambassador, when I sat at the back, and so like that word comes back again to me. As a believer, I heard the Lord say that this is about to be expedient for you. Like literally, when it comes to the power of shared influence, it's going to grow so big that you're going to have an incubator conference. It's going to be expedient. Expedient is the word. Literally everyone here is an ambassador. And I guarantee you, every single person here is going to invite.
Oh, sure enough. I already
so
did.
this is going to be probably quadrupled the next time you do
I
it.
got at least 3.
So everything that you need to do now, tweak, do everything that you have to do. All of the little things, splits here, there, do it now because, and then you're gonna need to get like 3 or 4 more dandies.
Someone ended up like very beginning, like what I shared, said the same thing. She had a dream, and my aunt as well, very tapped in. A lot of people very tapped in, and so the vision, and I'm tapped in as well, is definitely a conference. Funny enough that you said it because we are planning a conference for next year. But in practice, that's leading up, to, like you said, that stage where it's like, hey, we have, because the vision that I got originally, I was at like a concert in the Adrian Harsh Center. I'd say probably like maybe last year, and immediately Spirit was like, I'm gonna fill this room, So, and I was just like, wow.
I also heard TED Talks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
TED Talks, like all of that, and so it's a process, it's not easy, it's definitely not easy putting on events and managing and knowing that with the direction that we're going in, how do you spend, how do you get there, but it's just commitment, and I think that that's the thing, like you have to be clear about where you're going, and not get caught up with what the current reality necessarily is, because there's a lot of things that you can't see, ahead of you. And what I love is that, kind of as you're actually walking that path, people will come in and affirm like you're doing, and plenty of people who come in and they're like keep going, like I see it, et cetera. So I think that's something as well that can apply to all of our businesses, regardless of whether, we're in the early stage or advanced stage, et cetera. The right people will come into the room. And you never know why you're in the room, too.
Yep.
And so you can be in a small room and think that the room is small, but based on who's in that room, they might end up doing, X, Y, and Z. When I went to the Boss Conference, honestly, I just thought it was dope that Courtney was coming to Miami, and I just wanted to speak. And even I told the story of that on Instagram, where it was like, yo, I had wanted to speak at the conference. I thought I was going to have to reach out to her. I thought I didn't have my shit together, and then lo and behold, she found me through an ad, and she reached out to me, in the beginning of the year before I even had all this cute banner, nice ad stuff. It didn't matter, and then when we went and we spoke at that conference, I didn't know who was in the room. I thought, honestly, it was going to be mostly early stage women entrepreneurs. There were a lot of seasoned entrepreneurs in there, and we closed about 30 grand in contracts off of that one speaking engagement. So did I know that going in? No, I just knew that I was supposed to show up and be in the room. So you never know who's in the room, and then who's watching you. We need support, as women, when our visions start to get big, and it's too much to carry on your shoulders by yourself. So I always say, whether it's just, your sister who's, hopping in. One of the things that I love about working with Vanessa as well is you will see, her crew of women, cover her, when she's coming in to do events, et cetera. She has her own team. And so find your tribe, and sometimes it's not going to be people who are paid at first. It might be all of y'all knowing each other and knowing that so-and-so has an event coming up. Sis, how can I help you? How can I serve you? Because the favor is always returned in incredible ways. And so that's always definitely worth, getting to know the person in the room, sewing into each other, supporting each other, because that's an essential part of the building.
Check it. See, I love what I do and it shows. Been on my grind, create multiple cash flows. God told me let your gift create the life that I want. Been blessed ever since, and I ain't even trying to flaunt. It's a lifestyle for